Hello everybody, this is Floyd Kennedy, and this is Am I Old Yet? An audio comedy drama about an elderly woman negotiating life in the 21st century with the help or in spite of her friends, family and random strangers. This is episode 7 of season 5, Incorrigibly Old. Helen's out for a walk in the park with her granddaughter Susie. Oh, there's a bench over there by the trees. Do you think we could take a break, Gran?
What for? I'm okay.
But I'm not. Honestly, Gran. I don't know where you get all this energy. I really need to sit down for a bit.
Oh, sorry, Susie. I wasn't thinking. Sure. Oh, look, quick. There's someone heading for it.
I can't do quick at this moment.
Oh, they've walked on by. Come on. I'll save you a seat.
Goodness, Gran, you're a lot fitter than I am.
I very much doubt it, darling girl. It's probably more to do with the night out you had last night, whereas I was tucked up in bed by 9:30 with a game of solitaire on the iPad.
Possibly.
I'm sure it was worth it.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that. It was okay, but half the people who said they'd be there didn't show up. It was quite dull, really.
Well, so why did it go on for so long?
I'm guessing because nobody wanted to be the first to leave. I know I didn't.
What about Charlie?
Well, he was the one who made a break for it in the end, and I just tagged along with him.
Ah, I didn't know you were such a sensitive blossom. What did you think your friends would do? You just said, bye-bye, thanks for a lovely evening, I'm off, see you next time.
Well, it was my farewell party. They set it up for me, and it just seemed rude to leave early when they'd gone to all that trouble.
Okay, fair enough. Hang on. Oh, what trouble? Didn't you just agree on a pub to meet at?
Oh, yes, but they contacted people, you know. It was their idea. It's very sweet of them, really.
Oh, it's nice here, isn't it?
It is. I'm going to miss this.
What? Sitting in the park, listening to the birds? They do have parks in Sydney, and birds. At least they used to. I've actually no idea what the place is like now. Haven't been there for at least 20 years.
Oh, I'm sure they do. But they won't be my park, or my birds. You know, and you won't be there.
Oh, you're gonna miss your old granny.
Yes, I am. Don't mock me.
Sorry. Believe me, it's nothing to how much I'm going to miss you.
So what's Sydney like, Gran? You must have some idea. Can't have changed all that much.
Well, the best I can think to describe it is it's like a slightly laid-back, smaller New York.
Oh, New York is wild, so I've heard. They say it's like an electrical circuit firing off sparks in all directions. Dangerous and exciting all at once.
I agree. So Sydney is just a little bit tamer than that, but still with sparks. I think you'll love it. Maybe you won't come back.
And it's got lovely beaches, hasn't it?
Oh, it certainly does. Now don't forget your sunscreen and wear a hat. Wear a shirt.
And what about the sharks?
Oh, I know. The very thought of a shark is absolutely terrifying, isn't it? But you do know they don't set out in the morning to eat people. You're far more likely to be run over by some tourist who's forgotten what side of the road to drive on.
And what about the snakes?
Snakes, likewise, do not spend their lives looking for humans to terrify. If they do live near humans, they spend their time trying to avoid them. I'd be very surprised if you even see one outside of a zoo.
But the spiders, most deadly in the world, no?
Well, only the tiny ones.
Ah.
So don't go barefoot in the garden. And wear gloves if you're weeding. Just be sensible. You're a sensible girl, aren't you? Do your research and take reasonable precautions.
But what about the drop bears? How do you avoid them?
Oh, you can't.
What?
Nope. Drop bears, they're everywhere. You can't see them, you can't hear them, not until they've dropped. Very, very dangerous. You'll have to remember to never, ever sit under a tree. Ever, 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 ever.
Gran,
Yes, darling?
they don't exist, do they? It's just a myth to frighten the tourists.
Oh, bother. You've got me. What gave it away?
Your enthusiasm for them. You overdid it. That's what did it for you.
All right. I'll have to remember that for the next time.
What next time?
The next time some gullible non-Australian asks me about drop bears.
Oh, so you think I'm gullible?
No. I was pretty sure you knew all along. I was just having a bit of fun pretending that you were gullible.
Gran,
Susie?
you are incorrigible.
Oh, thank you so much. At last.
At last what?
At last I have reached the giddy heights of oldness, having acquired the necessary incorrigibility. Old people are incorrigible. I'm incorrigible. Ergo, I must be old already.
Oh, I don't think that's quite how it works, Gran.
Why not? Isn't that a classic, philosophical argument? If A equals B and C equals B, then A equals C. I remember that from school.
I think you've missed something out.
What?
Let me think about it. I think it goes something like this. If all dogs are black and all coal is black, then all dogs are coal. That's pretty much what you're saying.
Oh, except that all dogs aren't black. Actually, not all coal is black either.
Isn't it?
No, you can get brown coal. Cheaper, doesn't burn as well. Dirtier.
I didn't know you could get degrees of dirtiness in coal.
Oh, yes. Oh, I remember it from the days when we all had coal fires. Oh, well, not everyone, but lots of people. And brown coal was the cheaper one. No, I think you're thinking of the one where if all, farmers are men, and if Socrates is a man, then Socrates is a farmer. That's a fallacy. Or something. I really don't remember it all that well. You mustn't take my word for it. All I know is all old women are supposed to be incorrigible, so I'm allowed.
You're allowed to be incorrigible, Gran, but I don't know that you're allowed to...
Oh, you can't stop me.
What?
You can't stop me from being old. Nobody can. I'm well past the age when I would have been considered positively antique, if not dead, 100 years ago. Even 50 years ago.
Yes, but...
But me no buts. Old is a word with many, many meanings, and not all of them are positive.
Very few of them.
Pardon?
I just said very few of them are positive.
I know, darling. But I just wish you and I could agree on a mutually acceptable definition. For me, it just means I am in this stage of life, a normal stage that everyone comes to if they live long enough. Well, beyond the kind of old that children mean when anything 5 years older than you is automatically old. And yet not the kind of old we all mean when we're talking about something that has ceased to be useful or usable, like an old washing machine that doesn't work anymore.
Or an old computer.
Oh, yes, don't you get me started on that.
So, do you mean a special kind of meaning for old, reserved for people who are not, who are...
Go on, bite the bullet. Take the bull by the horns. Jump off the high diving board. Oh, come on, help me out here. I'm running out of cliched metaphors.
Oh, all right. Not young, but still youthful. Not young, but still useful. Not young, but not so worn out.
I don't know about that. Maybe some parts might be worn out, but the rest is still ticking over. The road to complete decline is unavoidable.
Well, I'm glad we got that sorted.
Me too. Now, how about Charlie?
What about Charlie?
Well, is he still on the horizon? Still staying in the picture?
Oh, Gran, there you go again. Incorrigible as ever.
That was Incorrigibly Old, Episode 7, Season 5 of Am I Old Yet? Written and performed by me, Floyd Kennedy. If you're enjoying this podcast, please take a moment to rate and review it in your favourite podcasting app, or drop a comment on the reviews page of the website www.amioldget.com/reviews. Thanks for listening. Stay safe.